Have you ever looked around, maybe at your friends, or even just in your own life, and wondered, why do some people who seem, well, a little clueless, end up with the most amazing partners, while the smart ones keep struggling to find love? Sounds unfair, right? Especially when you're the one who reads all the dating books, analyzes every text, and tries to plan every single interaction perfectly. But there's a surprising, almost ironic reason behind it. It's not about how intelligent you are, but about how you use that intelligence. See, smart people like you often know too much. You overthink everything. You read every article, take every course, make perfect plans for your dating life, and then freeze when it's time to actually act. You scroll through profiles, meticulously crafting the perfect opening line, but never hit send. You plan the ideal first date scenario, but never ask anyone out. Meanwhile, people who aren't as smart, or perhaps just less prone to overthinking, they just do it. They jump in, make mistakes, learn, adjust, and move forward. They send a slightly awkward text, fumble through a first date, or say something a little silly, but they keep trying. And guess what? They often find love faster. This isn't about intelligence. It's about execution. Your brilliant brain ironically tricks you. It tells you to wait, to prepare, to make sure everything is perfect. It whispers, "You're not ready yet. You need to learn more. Be better," before you put yourself out there. But that's not protection, that's fear. Fear disguised as logic, wrapped up in a pretty package of preparation. There's a real psychological trap behind this, and it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. You might have heard of it. It essentially says that people with low competence often overestimate their abilities, while people with high competence underestimate theirs. In other words, the more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. This can be paralyzing. That's why the smartest, most self-aware people often end up stuck, trapped in what we call analysis paralysis, especially in complex areas like love and relationships. They see all the potential pitfalls, all the ways things could go wrong, and it stops them from even taking the first step. And here's the crazy part. Sometimes a little bit of ignorance can actually be power. Not true ignorance, but the kind that allows you to act without being overwhelmed by every single possibility. When you don't know all the possible ways you might fail, or all the intricate nuances of modern dating, you just go for it. You act with confidence, even if it's built on a little delusion. And that delusion, that bold, unburdened action, gets you started. It gets you in the game. Let me give you an example from my own experience. Not exactly dating, but similar in principle. When I first started my YouTube channel, I had no idea what I was doing. No strategy, no research on algorithms or audience retention, just a wild belief that, yeah, I can do this. It was pure delusion in a way, but it worked. I learned more by actually doing, by making videos, uploading them, and seeing what happened than I ever could have by reading or planning for months. But now, I know more. I understand algorithms, audience retention, analytics, SEO, and guess what? That knowledge, while valuable, often slows me down. Now I overthink every idea, analyze every move, worry about every metric, and sometimes I don't move at all. My knowledge became a cage. And maybe that's you too. Maybe you've become trapped by your own intelligence when it comes to finding love. You already know enough. You've consumed all the advice, watched all the videos, read all the books on dating and relationships, but you're still waiting to feel ready, waiting for the perfect person, the perfect timing, the perfect version of yourself. Newsflash, you'll never truly feel 100% ready. The only thing that makes you ready is doing. It's taking that imperfect step. The world doesn't reward people who just know things. It rewards people who build, who create, who connect, who take action. No one pays for how many facts you remember about relationship psychology. They value the connection you build, the love you create, the effort you put in. So here's the crucial shift you need to make. Stop learning to avoid failure and start learning by failing forward. Embrace the messiness, embrace the uncertainty, because that's where real growth happens, and that's where real connections are forged. You don't need a perfect plan for your next date or your next online message. A messy, half-baked idea executed today beats a perfect one that never leaves your head. Try this. Run what I call a tiny experiment. Instead of setting a scary life or death goal for your love life, just run a test. Say to yourself, I will send 5 thoughtful messages on a dating app this week without overthinking each one. Or I will ask one person I'm interested in out for coffee, regardless of whether I think it's the perfect time. That's it. No judging, no analyzing halfway through. Just do it. Treat it like an experiment, not a judgment of your worth or your future happiness. Because when you run experiments, failure doesn't truly exist. Every result is just data. Every interaction is a learning opportunity. If it works, great. You learn something positive. If it doesn't work out the way you hoped, even better. Now you know what doesn't work, and you're one step closer to what does. You gain clarity, not defeat. You gather insights, not rejections. And when you start treating your dating life and relationships like that, as a series of exciting experiments, you'll stop fearing action. You'll start learning faster, growing faster, and yes, succeeding faster in finding the kind of love you truly deserve. And here's the real irony. Once you start taking those imperfect actions, your intelligence becomes an incredible advantage again. Because you'll be able to analyze the results of your actions, learn from them, and adjust faster and more effectively than anyone else. But only if you start. Only if you break free from that cage of overthinking. So, here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing in your love life or in your pursuit of connection that you've been overthinking. Just one. Turn it into a small, low-stakes experiment this week. Don't wait for the right time. The right time is now. It could be responding to an old message, initiating a conversation, or simply going to a social event you'd normally overthink skipping. Remember, being smart doesn't make you successful in love. Acting smart does. And acting smart means taking action, even when it's imperfect. Don't let your incredible brain be your prison. Let it be your most powerful weapon for building the love life you truly desire. It's time to move from knowing to doing, from planning to experiencing, from analysis to connection. The love you're seeking is waiting for you on the other side of your comfort zone, on the other side of that first imperfect step. So, take a deep breath, choose your experiment, and take that leap. And hey, if this message lit a fire in you, if it made you rethink how you approach love and life, show some love back. Like this video, share it with a friend who might be an overthinker, and subscribe to Teen Lens, because here, we turn overthinkers into doers. Let's grow together, let's connect more deeply, and let's start today. You've got this.